Some much needed clarification on that $4,900 missing Social Security benefit. I have all the details for you in this video, so let's get into it right now. But if you haven't done so, or if you're new here, make sure to subscribe by hitting that button right down below the video, as it's totally free to do so, and I'm here for you every single day with all of the latest updates as information continues changing very rapidly right now, and it's a really tough time for low-income and fixed income beneficiaries of Social Security, retirement, SSDI, SSI, VA, and so many other people out there right now. But don't worry, I'm here for you every single day as your one and only daily advocate, and I'm truly committed to helping out you and this community as a whole in any way that I possibly can with all of this information that I'm finding with all of my daily research. So again, thank you so much for joining me. I truly do appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button right down below the video if you haven't done so yet, and let's get right into it. One quick side note, stay tuned as Corey will be back with that new updated list of shoutouts here in just a few minutes. All right, let's get right into it. So yesterday, I was out with a video talking about how the average Social Security beneficiary is missing out on over $400 every single month to their monthly benefits, which actually averages out to over $4,900 every single year to their monthly benefits. Well, as a result of that video, I'm getting a lot of comments down below on that video, and some people are giving some mixed reviews and mixed opinions on this video. So I needed to come back and give you some clarification as to what was actually mentioned in that video. So if you watched that video from yesterday, here's the deal. What I'll do is, if you didn't see it, I would highly recommend going back and watching it after you get done watching this one, because of course I'm going to offer you some additional clarification right here that I think is going to be very valuable going into that video. I will actually link that video down below as well. I would highly recommend watching it. There's actually some really good information in it. However, in that video, as I mentioned, my wife Corey came in, she read an article. It was actually a pretty long article. It was about a 7-minute clip of her reading that article to you. However, let me quickly run through some of the key takeaways out of that article, and I think it was leading to a lot of confusion. Don't get me wrong, I had to listen to that clip of Corey reading it multiple times to understand this article in full. So don't get me wrong, it's very confusing, but I want to walk through it a little bit more closely here so we can fully understand the key takeaways out of that article. Now here's the deal. In that video yesterday, I saw a number of comments of people saying, we're not getting $400 raise. You're right, we're not getting a $400 raise. I'd never said that. In fact, the article never said that. But yet it's showing how the average beneficiary is missing out on over $400 every single month on your benefits. This is very important to understand, so let me walk you through the details. So here are the key takeaways out of that article. And again, I hope you can go back and watch that video and listen to the article because there's some really good information in it. So here's what we found. In this article, they point out, since 2000, the year 2000, so basically 21 years ago, when we rolled over to Y2K. Remember Y2K? Oh, that was funny. Yeah. Anyway, that's a whole different story. But when we rolled over to the year 2000, basically from then through 2021, the purchasing power of the dollars that constitute Social Security benefits have lost 32% of their purchasing power due to inflation and not keeping up with inflation. So therefore, the benefits that people were receiving back in 2000, as they referenced in that article, being a little bit over $800. And over the course of 21 years, they actually went up by 55% from the average of a little over $800 in 2000 up to about $1,200, again, up by about 55% over 21 years to a little over $1,200 in that 21-year period of time, which came out to be 55% growth. Here's the problem. Over that same period of time, inflation on the same items, the same goods and services, the things that people who receive Social Security spend their money on, actually inflated by 104%. So here's what the article was saying. It was saying as a result of these monthly benefits increasing by only 55% over the course of 21 years, not keeping up with real inflation because of the cost of living adjustment, not actually raising benefits due to the actual cost of living. What was happening is that the benefits were not keeping up over that entire 21 period of time. It's a long time, right? A little over 2 decades where all these benefits were not keeping up. Therefore, inflation outpaced the actual raise to these benefits on a monthly basis for beneficiaries. So therefore, over the course of 21 years, inflation went up on all of these goods and services, or prices went up 104%. Meanwhile, benefits only increased by 55%. Therefore, at the end of the day, all these beneficiaries should have been getting, on average, more than $400 every single month, which translates into over $4,900 for the entire year on these benefits. Does this kind of make sense? So, if all of these Social Security benefits would have actually been adjusted for real inflation and real prices that were incurring over this 21-year period, that benefits should have gone up by an additional $409 on average every single month, or $4,900 plus for the entire year. Okay, does that make kind of sense there? So yeah, I know it's very confusing, a lot of numbers, a lot of time frames, and a lot of monthly numbers, things like this, but the moral of the story basically comes down to this. The cost of living adjustment is basically allowing people to miss out on a lot of money going forward every single year and every single month over long periods of time, because it's simply adjusting for the cost of living, not necessarily keeping up with real inflation. Real inflation as it pertains to the goods and services that people who receive Social Security actually spend their money on. So, kind of a sad situation. The whole moral of the story is the prices on the goods and services that you're spending money on are way outpacing the actual cost of living adjustment, COLA raise, every single year. When adjusted for long periods of time, like the 21-year period that we're talking about here in this video, it actually resulted in a lack of an additional $409 on average every single month. So as you can see, over long periods of time, it actually results in hundreds of dollars. So that's what I was saying in that article. And by the way, that article was not mine. It was one that I found while doing my research, and I thought, this is incredible, as in not in a good way, but this just points out right here how that over very long periods of time, the cost of living adjustment is not serving Social Security beneficiaries, but rather it's barely giving everybody a teeny tiny raise that's simply not keeping up, not even close to keeping up, right? In fact, it's at least something. Without the COLA raise, it'd be even worse than that, right? But at the end of the day, the COLA is way behind where benefits should actually be, right? So if we would have actually had the COLA in place as it should be, as suggested by this article, basically benefits would be about $409 on average higher right now than what they currently are right here, right now, because of real inflation. Does all this make sense? So yeah, I know, confusing, but I hope this explains it a little bit more. But again, I saw a couple comments down below on that video from yesterday where people saying, you made this up. Really? Seriously? You think I made this up? Here's the deal. Go back and watch the video and listen to the article. You can see the title of the article and you can see the author's name. Feel free to look it up online. You can find the article that I found. So I certainly do not make up this information. I do tons of research on this stuff. I read about all this all day, every day. I'm literally doing research all day long. If you want to fact check anything that I talk about, feel free to look it all up. You're welcome to do so. It's all out there. So anyway, I hope this clarifies it a little bit further for you. I know it's very confusing. If you need me to come back and make a further follow-up video on this, I can certainly do that and walk through it a little bit more. I know it's very confusing, but the moral of the story is inflation is not the COLA is not keeping pace with inflation. That's basically what it comes down to. And as a result of that, fixed income beneficiaries of Social Security are essentially missing out on hundreds upon hundreds of dollars of missed out benefits that you should be getting. But unfortunately, it's not going to be there because this is just how the system is set up. So I hope that kind of makes sense a little bit more, right? So Please leave your comments and questions down below. I'll do whatever I can to make this more clear if I need to, or walk this through a little bit further. But again, check out that link I'm going to have down below. I'll put it in the description, and I will also pin it at the top of the comment section. Check out that video from yesterday. It was the one I posted yesterday morning. I think the title is something along the lines of $400, or no, it was something like $409 monthly for Social Security, something like that. I don't know. Check it out. It's just a few videos back. You should be able to find it. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about. It starts out with $409. Watch that video, and you can see Corey read that. Otherwise, check out the link down below in the description, as well as at the top of the comments section. I'll pin it there. Watch that video, listen to the article, and I think you're going to see all of this come together that I just explained. So I hope this helps you a little bit further here. Please remember, I'm here to help you out, truly. I know this is a tough time right now. I get it. I see the comments down below. If there was anything I could do to distribute all kinds of money and cash payments to everybody here, trust me, I would do it. I mean, seriously, I get the struggle. I see it down below. I experience it myself. I see all the increased prices out there. It is not a fun thing to continue going to the store every single day and be like, oh great, I get to pay more today than I paid yesterday. This is fun. No, it's not fun. So I get it. So I'm doing what I can here. So thank you so much for your support. I really do appreciate it. Please make sure to subscribe to the channel down below. It's totally free to do so. I'm here working on your behalf in any way that I possibly can help you. I truly want to do that. So again, thanks for being part of this community. Share this video with your friends, family, social media. Subscribe down below. And Corey, she's going to be back right now with that new updated list of shout-outs for the names right out of the fan club. You can check that out down in the description as well. There's a link for it if you want to check it out. Otherwise, Corey, take it away. It's all you, and I'll see you again later in the next video, and I really hope this helps you out. All right, Corey, take it away. See ya.
Our shout-outs today go to James Johnson, Robert Rivas, Sharon Ianey, Connie Pond, William McLemore, Jean Keller, Wilfred Hawkes, Rick Holst, Dan Bell, Judith Seibert, Lucia Diaz, and Cindy. Thank you for being members of the fan club.